Hello and welcome to PropTech Buzz Demo Day and Fractional Real Estate Launch. I am Olivia and let me take you through a quick walkthrough of how the session plays out. It starts with our CEO Ravi doing introductions, followed by our real estate portal launch, after which we will break into panel discussions. We have a panel discussion, both followed by 5 demos of our panelists. Each demo gets 5 minutes in total, 3 minutes for pre-recorded pitch and 2 minutes for Q&As. For our audience, if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. We will be happy to take them up after the session. And now let's get started. Allow me to pass the baton to our CEO and founder, Mr. Ravi Kumar Sapata, who will take the session up from here on. Thank you.
All right. Are we breaking the internet today or what? More than 250 LinkedIn live registrations already, and number of people online on proptechbuzz.com platform is also some sort of a record. What a build-up this has turned out to be. Hello and welcome to the day we were all eagerly waiting for, when we launched the world's only fractional and tokenization platform powered by communities. For the first launch and then the following ones now, we are showcasing prominent fractional players only from UAE and India today. Soon we will showcase other regions. It's also a great opportunity for competitors and ecosystem players to come together in an act of healthy cooperation to create awareness and increase adoption of this sector. And kudos to all of you for running a spirited campaign since the last 1 week leading to this day. Quite excited to kickstart the proceedings today. And before that, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce what PropTech Buzz is all about. So it all started with a question: why an industry that has so much of impact to the world for decades does not have a place of its own, a social media platform of its own? Yes, there is LinkedIn, there is Instagram, but none of them uniquely serves the needs of this loved industry. That's why we set out to build what we are building today. And as we are evolving and building, people are asking all sorts of questions. They say, hey, are you product hunt of sorts for real estate technologies? Are you like Reddit of sorts for real estate? Are you like an Amazon marketplace for finding tech solutions? While I appreciate all the comparisons, but we are like no other social media platform. We are disruptive like no one's business. We are new age of platform, and we are writing our new rules. That said, real estate social media platform cannot. I have heard most of them I've spoken to. They said, yeah, building a real estate social media platform cannot be delightful, cannot be engaging. But I think we are proving all of that wrong. And I think there is already evidence with the kind of engagement that we have drawn. And I'm going to show you the, the evidence of that. So as you can see, we have close to a thousand products on our platform. We are reaching very fast to 10,000 members. We have 62 plus communities on our platform who have joined the platform and building their own ecosystems on the platform, because we have given them infrastructure to build their own ecosystem. So that is also something that we are absolutely loving it, to see the kind of ecosystem that we are building. So let's now define the contours of what, when we call it a super app or a social media platform, what are the contours? How do you define the social media platform? So these are the 7 layers of our platform. Number 1 is the Amazon-like marketplace for finding global PropTech solutions, whether it is Cambodia to Canada. If real estate needs technologies, this is one place where they can find products of all kinds for different niches. Okay, there are so many different niches. As we build this, we are able to find so many different niches. The other day, somebody from Hong Kong said, hey, do you have products for facade inspection products? And I did not know. I know home inspection, but skyscrapers, it seems, apparently they have drones which do facade inspections. And then the other day, somebody also turned up and asked, hey, do you have a product for finding land to build data centers? And I did not know, because of the AI proliferation. there is a lot of need for data center building, and I googled a bit, and then 25 products are existing in the market to find land for data centers. So as you can see, there are lots and lots of products and niches and categories that are building. The second vertical of our platform is a Reddit-like platform where we have given them ecosystem. I think already shared more than 62 communities have been built. So feel free to build your own community if you want one. You can also monetize these communities. You can grow your own tribe in these communities and stuff like that. The third one is, again, very important for any industry to find investors investing into startups or investing into properties and stuff like that. So that is the third vertical. The fourth one is something that we are very, very excited about, is building the Eventify-like platform where hosting global real estate events. And I'm very happy and excited to share that Economic Times reality, that upcoming events that is happening in the month of September, they have picked our platform to host their ET reality event. And then last month we also did the biggest residential real estate conference that was happening in South Africa, Johannesburg. They did that entire conference on our platform. So it's an event app where entire attendees, sponsors, exhibitors, everybody were hosted on our platform. So if you are an event player, do talk to us, and we'll be happy to host your events as well. The fifth vertical obviously is we are a media house. If you go to Google and search for PropTech News, you will find us right at the top. Because we focus only on real estate technologies, that's how we stand out against regular real estate media. We are a technology real estate media. And sixth one is to become the LinkedIn of sorts to find global PropTech real estate talent and job boards. That is something that we are soon launching. But I'm also excited about the last vertical here, to become the Udemy-like platform for real estate educational courses. So any type of courses that you want to host, you will be able to host on our platform, and we will give you global distribution. So this is a gist of what this platform is all about. Now, let me quickly share with you. If you have not installed the app yet, just give me a second, guys. Yeah, if you're not installed the app yet, do consider installing. What we have done here is we have been building this entire platform with a lot of love, because you cannot build a platform like this without your heart and soul, and that's where we are. So we are building it with a lot of love, and would like your support to give us a lot of feedback and tell us where we could improve and what are the new features that we could build, and so on. Here is the QR code if you have not yet installed the app. So feel free to install the app. The web obviously is a richer version, because we were web first. We built the web. So all the products you will find on the web, all the communities you will find on the app as well. But we will achieve feature parity between web and app very soon. And we are going to get, in the next 4 weeks, we are going to get a massive upgrade both on the app and the web as well. All right, so moving on. So one of our missions is, as I said, we are organizing the fragmented global PropTech offerings, right? So real estate has been the biggest asset class for forever, but real estate also has the least technology adoption. Less than 1% of GDP is spent on real estate technologies, and a big part of that reason is lack of awareness, and that is where we come in. And this is our mission, to create technology awareness to people, to real estate, to all the stakeholders who are looking for solutions, by organizing this into very neatly packaged categories and subcategories and niches. So that is something that we have been trying to do here. I think I already mentioned about categories. We have product categories of all kinds. I think I already mentioned to you on how facade inspection is one new category. So the number of categories is massively growing, and we are doing our best to create awareness of these categories. With that, we have also introduced country portals. So I know real estate, while is local, but technology need not be local. Technologies can fly and transcend boundaries. and that's when we have created country portals. So if you go on our platform, you will be able to navigate across different countries. So we are about to launch 25 different country portals with our partners in every country. So we have already launched India, we have launched Germany, Austria, Bangladesh also we launched. So similarly, we are rolling out 25 different countries, and USA is obviously a big market for us as well. All right. So with that, we are here to launch the fractional real estate category. And as you can see, we had some really good participation from the prominent players from India and UAE. One of the best things that this while we are building onto this event is all these players participated in an AMA. All the CEOs and founders and participated in this AMA. I'm going to quickly share my screen how this AMA played out and how well we were able to get engagement. So as you can see, more than 4,500 views here, and we got questions from around the world. Okay, we got questions from around the world. As you can see, close to 16 comments. Obviously, there were few founders and CEOs who were more active than others, but very impressed with the kind of engagement, because this was only meant for the founders and the CEOs, right? And very impressed with the kind of engagement that they had. So this AMA is on till the end of this session. After that, I know the founders are really a busy lot, so you might not see them engaging, but please keep posting. It is right on the homepage of proptechbuzz.com. Keep your questions coming in. You have their attention for the next hour or so that they can keep answering to your questions. This is one time we have got all of them captive today. So let's leverage and make the most of it. Excellent. So with that, I also introduce my today's chief guest. Also, we have Vaninath Reddy, who is our chief guest. Vaninath Reddy, we have also our moderator for today, who's going to give a formal introduction and invite him to the stage today. And then we have Musafir. Musafir has been a veteran on real estate. He runs a very popular talk show, Retalk, and his influence in the real estate industry has been massive, especially to impart knowledge and wisdom. And fractional real estate is something he's deeply passionate about since the last couple of years. And we felt that he would be a great a moderator, not just moderator, but ambassador for this category portal. I'm soon going to show what does an ambassador mean. All right. I also wanted to share with you the winner of fractional real estate campaign. As I told you, this campaign has been running for the past 10 days. So all the participants have been participating really actively. And Surya comes out first on this because they are right at the top. They got 68 points. They got 68 upvotes and 10 customer reviews. So each of these product pages, they get real verified customer reviews, and they won. So congratulations, Surya and the team Riser. We also have kudos to Gregory Bennick, who came out as the most engaged fractional real estate leader. So across this campaign, Gregory was the one who was the most engaged. And that is something that is really inspiring, because I do want to mention about the power of founder brand in today's business. People trust people more than they trust companies. And when a founder puts his or her name, face, and voice out there, it humanizes the brand. It brings credibility and emotional connect. So kudos, Gregory, to lead from the front. He has already contributed with over 11 comments during this campaign. All right, with that, a drum roll, because we are about to launch and unveil the world's only fractional real estate investment portal. So let me quickly share my screen here so that you all are able to see it. So let me share my screen. This is proptechbuzz.com landing page, and this is our category portal, fractional real estate investment platform. So let it load, and here it is. All right. So this is the fractional real estate investment portal. I think I already demonstrated to all of you. So if you are all watching this live, or whenever you're watching this video later, do come here. And if you're interested about this subject, do follow. As you can see, already 88 plus people are following this portal. All right. So when you follow this portal, whenever there is any new content or new conversations, because this is community built, right? Whenever there's new conversations from either the participants, that means the fractional players, or from the audience, anybody poses question here, you get an email notification if you're following this page. So we hope that today it's just 88 because we just launched now, but eventually thousands of people are going to follow this page, whoever is interested into this. And as you can see here, already we have around 20,000 views here. And then we have, as I said, this is community driven, right? So the best posts also appear here. I think I did, yeah. So if you see here, this post gets opened up as an overlay. So this we have tried to pin this right at the top because I thought this is the most interesting post in this community. So we have pinned it right at the top. But if you still want to go to the rest of the conversations, you can go to the community tab. This is where all the conversations are happening. So as you can see here, Surya has already posted something about his video. Then there is this article from Deed, who is also our chief guest today, and so on. So this is where all the content will be flowing, and we hope that this becomes one of the most sought after place where people would come to educate themselves, whether it is user generated content, company generated content, and so on, right? So these are the products. Today, as I said, we are launching India and UAE. So we are filtering for India and UAE, but gradually we will have other regions, other countries like Europe, USA, UK, and stuff like that. So you'll be able to find it. And every product has got customer reviews, product information, product videos, so to say. And the best thing is, as you can see, Riser is right at the top here. So that's why they're getting more views. And people can come in, they can interact directly with the leadership team. So as you see here, here is my interaction with Surya. And there are customer reviews from around the world. And these are all verified customer reviews because we verify them on their LinkedIn profile and stuff like that. All right. So please take time out to come and visit this portal. As you can see here, we have also some educational information as well. So we have this live stream already embedded here. And then we have some really good videos that gets refreshed. By the way, I forgot to tell you also, we have a knowledge hub and the buyer's guide where you will be able to find all the questions and answers about it. And you will be able to download the fractional investing ultimate guide as well. I think it's not live yet. It will be live in the next 24 hours. All right. I think we did a good job there with the unveiling. Please post your questions as they come so that I can show that to the audience. Yeah, I think I already made a point here that you can follow this portal so that you are in touch with all the content that gets generated in this portal. With that, we have our first panel. Sorry for this typo here with a double N, but we have Varinath Reddy, who is our chief guest for the day. And then we have our all the participants here. But for that, I will hand over the stage to our moderator for today, TS Musafir. Musafir, do you want to come onto the stage? Yes.
Yes, please.
Hi, Musafir.
Hi, guys. Let me quickly, I'm sure most of the people know me. My name is Musavir, and I run a company called as Retalk Real Estate Talk, where I always want to bring in some new aspect, new stories to people in various other formats. That has been my passion, and it has added a lot of value. A lot of people like, I mean, the content what we build at Retalk is completely different. I bring in some new stories. So fractional real estate was a new story what I started a year back. Brought in some amazing industry leaders, brought in their new stories and things like that. So anyway, I mean, you will get most of these details on my LinkedIn profile and things like that. Let's get started. uh, as mentioned, as all of us are aware, real estate is one of the strongest asset class what we have in market. Over 300 trillion dollars worth of real estate available. Imagine real estate also getting converted to fractional. We are speaking about huge numbers. So today I would be very happy to introduce the panelist and the chief guest, Mr. Vaninath Reddy. Anyways, I mean, each one of them. I'll let me start with Ronnie. If Ronnie is there, Ronnie, if you can quickly give a quick introduction about yourself, about your platform, how do we take it forward, how people can reach you, and things like that. I would be very happy. Please go ahead and start. Let's start with Ronnie. I would come back to you, and we would like to hear your story also and some 2 cents from you at a later stage. Let's get to know more about the panelists who are here. Thank you, guys. Ronnie, stage is yours. I think Ronnie, you'll have to unmute. Ronnie, we are unable to hear you.
So while Ronnie is resolving his audio issues, you can take over others as well. Musafir, since Ronnie is having audio
Guys,
issues,
any of you
since Ronnie
can
is
hear
having audio
Ronnie?
issues,
Can you hear me?
yes, you are back, Ronnie.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Musavir, thank you very much. Thank you, PropTech Buzz. So Vesta is a crowdfunding tokenization platform. We tokenize real estate. A lot of you guys heard about the news of tokenization, especially in UAE with the DLD, the possibility to tokenize the title deed. So Vesta just secured a partnership license for broker dealer and exchange license to be able to tokenize real estate in Dubai. We will tokenize and launch our first project in 1 month. Um, so we also sell white label solution to companies that want to launch also their tokenization platform and they want to tokenize real estate all over the world. We tokenize real estate for a big institutional player, especially developer in UAE and in Dubai. We already tokenize more than 100 property all over the world, but especially in United States. We started that in 2002, and now we focus mainly in Dubai market.
Ronnie, I just want to understand one thing. I mean, most people, don't understand fractional ownership. So, do you want to say something for the audience to understand how different or what is that you're trying to do?
So what we try to do, it's a very good question, Musavir. What we are doing, it's an exchange where people can buy, like they buy some product in Amazon, they will be able to select the number of shares they want to buy, each project, understand what is the detail of the project, the return investment, and simply to click on a button and to invest in small share. And also, at some point after the STO, what we call security token offering, what we launch the project, you will be able to resell your token in an exchange. For people who don't understand what is tokenization, tokenization is the fact to divide ownership, and the vehicle is a token like a crypto that have a real correlation with the price of the asset. So if, let's say, we tokenize the Ritz-Carlton token, and you buy one hotel and you buy one token, you will be actually the shareholder of the company who own the asset. This is one way. The second way, and that we see in Dubai, is tokenization of the title deed. So no company involved, no SPV. So when you buy this token, you receive a real title backed by the DLD, the Dubai Land Department, that says that you own a fraction, a percentage of the actual hotel. So this is what we bring to the market. Let people in the simplest way, a very user-friendly platform, buy some share of real estate, collect dividend directly to the crypto wallet if they want to claim that each month, or just reinvest and secure compound interest. So no need for due diligence, no need to hire a lawyer to sign a lot of paper. It's happened on an instant, and everybody can invest. I'm from real estate world, and all my life I dislike the fact that small investor cannot invest in big real estate project where you see the real value. And that's why I create Vesta, to let everybody in the world invest together in the best real estate project in the world.
Thanks, Ronnie. Greg, let me come to you. I think you have written a book. So why don't you, give more insight on this?
No.
Yes, hi. Hi. So my name is Gregory Brenig. I'm the founder of BlockTech, and we are the global provider of fully white label fractional real estate software. Our mission is to empower real estate professionals to launch their own fractional platform in just weeks, without coding, without regulation headaches, so they can sell fractions of their own listing and build new revenue stream instantly. So yes, actually I've wrote a book. My book, Level Up in Fractional Real Estate, is about turning passive income into financial freedom. I wrote it to make this complex industry accessible, both for investors and professionals. In the book, it shows case studies, mistakes to avoid, and how fractional can change life. So I recommend to have a look. It's available on Amazon, and we are talking about tokenization, fractional real estate also, the different model. And I invite you to read the book.
Ghassan, why don't you add something on this, please?
Yeah, thank you, Tim. And I would be my pleasure joining the whole leaders in the tokenization here, especially between Dubai and India. My name is Ghassan Farajallah. I'm the CEO EMEA for Smart Blocks. Actually, we based already in US with my partner and co-founder Mark Fidelman. And we've been in tokenization more than 5 years now globally. And I'm happy to share that we've been partnering with the El Salvador president. We're building the first city in the world, which is called the Crypto City. And honestly, happy also because I've been born and raised here in UAE, that finally Dubai has been become with the initiative transformation in this field. And as Mr. Ronnie, he mentioned already that they become the first city in the world as giving a fraction ownership and tokenization in title deed, where it's it cut ages because of the previous transformation was is only to build the SVP, and through the SVP to have a transfer ownership between the company and the owner itself. So now it become more easy and straightforward to be sharing the ownership and the title deed itself. The good part is real estate. I've been born here in UAE, and at the middle scale and low scale of income people, they were never has to be able to invest in the real estate actually, and where I wish I been having this luxurious tool before 20 years when I was a little bit more young, in order to have ownership in a real estate. That's why it's become a transformation as a new era in the real estate to increase the number of transaction. And I believe it's really, this is first time in my life I find a tool where can it help all the segmentation in the sector or in the field, where the government has increased their GDP during the CAGR percentage between the oil gas percentage and the non-oil gas percentage, where become its transformation, because it's a challenges for the UAE government to have a new record, to have any other sectors than the oil and gas to be in good income in the UAE, and where they're the 80% or even more than 80% of the population people, they will not be able to invest in the real estate now become as easy as $50. For example, in our platform, we are able to accept global wise, where diversity in the resource of income and in the investor. The funny part where the agreement happened with one of the service provider in Egypt, and it happens in our platform that there is two investor has been swapped the ownership between them in between Egypt and Dubai. And this is where it's funny, where people, it's become more easy for transaction, and we know there is no still regulation, and still it's something virgin in the market, and people, they are still designing the rules and regulation in this part. But I can say, and I can tell, it will be another transformation where lots of features like borrowing and lending and having like a mortgage, and to have an assets in order to have getting more money from the banks in order to liquidate your ownership in the tokenization. I don't want to open a lot of subject. This is where my participation subject I would love to share with the team.
Yeah, thanks, Ghazan. Now moving to India. Let's move to India. Let's start with Surya. Surya, typically real estate historically has been trust driven business. So how do you build investor confidence or trust on tokenization? If you can throw some light on that, Surya.
Sure, sounds good. So since we're all in the same industry, so I don't much see the difference between fractionalization versus tokenization, except the only difference is to bring the data on chain so that no one can tamper, which we all aware. But the fact is, this is sometimes I see that it's sometimes little funny that most people, even my father, really doesn't know like what the hell I'm building on tokenization space. In fact, he doesn't even know like what is even fractionalization, because he always knows that, hey, if I would really wanted to invest something, I just buy myself, go there, visit property like 100 times, if not 1,000 times, inquire about the market, and still he could not convince, and he go round and round there, and then take a decision, and then end up having a lot of like a long term a bank loan, which is still he's paying. So that's what the journey. So they believe that the investors in real estate actually believe in the physical property, obviously, right? That's a fact, and it's still relevant now, even we are in the era of technology. But now we are also seeing a new generation, Gen Z, right? Not we, but the young generation, right? They really don't have that much of patience to really go and like see property and understand the micro markets and all that. So what they look into it, the first and foremost, um, they really wanted to know everything in their hand about the property, the valuation, the legals, the tenants, anything. They don't want to even have a long-term call with a telecaller in a real estate company and like try to spend much of time to understand. No, they're really good experts to grab the information. So we as a service providers or a platform providers, first job is to provide that information straight away. Second, the protecting the data, like, because in real estate we all knew that anything can change anytime, right? Like, really don't know what's going on in the back. Some information in the title deeds was different from the from next day. So who do you protect that? Like, who's responsible of protecting that data, right? So even for the numbers, the finances, the rentals, the incomes, the expenses, the voting rights, the ownership rights, all that has to be in the decentralized way rather than centralized way. That's the second point that the people always expect, which is a kind of a hidden trust. Like, they'll not show you, they're not educative enough that they understand, but they expect that, right? So the third most important one when it comes to building trust, even though I think we all need to like try to understand that most people, I can say like 95% of people who really don't understand what is Web3, what is blockchain. Sometimes blockchain meant to be crypto for them, and crypto meant to be like a kind of a scammy game, and they really don't want to go. I think we all has that responsibility to create awareness. That's still happening. It's like a over the period of time. Like, you cannot like just say and convince people. It will take time, right? But definitely, if once they understand the difference, um, they gain a lot of trust on the trustless layer. We're talking about trustless layer, but do they really trust the trustless layer is a big question. So, but once we crack that, gaining the trust from from people, either fractionalizing a property, holiday home in like in Bahamas or somewhere, they don't need to
Surya,
travel.
Surya, I am just interrupting you here. If you can quickly give your introduction also, because people are not aware about your company, a quick
Sorry, yeah,
introduction also. For everyone, whoever will be speaking, a quick introduction would make a lot of sense,
great.
so that we can
Yeah,
take
I
things
mean,
forward. People can correlate, understand, ask relevant questions to you. And let's be little crisp, guys, so that
yeah,
we
perfect.
can have
So
more conversation, more discussions on it.
perfect.
Thank you,
So I think these
Surya.
are few things that I expect, so that the investors expect. And about myself, Surya, I run a platform named Riser.app from India, and we've been in the industry from past 2 years. Juggling with regulations, even though we don't have much regulations in India at the stage, but we were happy that we're part of a Qatar regulatory framework which lasted last year. Now we're expanding our markets into Dubai and India. Obviously, as Vesta team mentioned about Dubai Land Department and Wara, yeah, we're also in the same game. Yeah, that's it.
Excellent. So I just need to interject here because Vesta needs to leave. So we will play.
Before I move to Mayur, I would just want to ask the other counter guys who are there, Ronnie, if you would want to add some value, though we know DFSA is there. In Dubai, we have better standards to monitor these kind of transactions. In India, it's still upcoming. So if you can, Gusan or Ronnie or Greg want to throw some light, please go ahead, guys. You're open to discuss.
So
But let's be very crisp and fast.
let's go with Ronnie first because Ronnie has to leave. Okay, so we will play Ronnie's product demo
Done,
first.
done. Not a problem.
Let's
Ronnie,
play,
please go ahead.
let's play
Sure.
Ronnie's product demo first, and then we will take some audience questions. All right.
Done. Done.
Okay, sounds good.
Welcome
So
to Vesta,
you play
the
the
simplest way to invest in real estate fractionally. With just $100, you can access curated properties, vetted by experts and structured for transparency. Start by exploring available listings on the platform. When you find a property that fits your investment goals, simply log in to proceed. You'll see key financials, legal details, and projected returns. Choose how many tokens you want to buy. Each one represents fractional ownership. Inside the listing, click Invest. You'll be prompted to digitally sign an agreement. After signing, you can complete your payment by linking your crypto wallet or bank account. And that's it. You now own a piece of real estate. Fractional investing, made easy with Vesta.
yes. Yes. So
Yeah,
This is
Ronnie,
my
please go ahead. And before Ronnie starts, if any of the audience want any questions, please you can throw up right. Ronnie at the end of his conversation would give you these details.
yes. So this is the platform as everybody. So we have two websites and two platforms. The one you saw on the demo is the one for institutional investors. So minimum investment is $100,000. We tokenize for them private equity, but also very big project, data center, but also a big real estate project in Albania and one in Spain, a multifamily one. It's co-listing, so we have a partner in partnership with StegX. StegX is one of the biggest tokenization of real estate platform for institutional investor. So we go to a family office, to institutional investors, sometimes banks that want to buy this kind of product. I never thought about the fact that I will also launch private equity, but because there is a huge demand, especially on the institutional side, to be able to buy product like Stripe or SpaceX. So the way we do that is we go to early investors that buy this product. We buy that with an offshore company, and after we tokenize this company, and people can trade without any tax. And this is also one of the biggest advantage of tokenization. I don't remember, but someone spoke about the fact that there will be an implementation in the future of a lending agreement, taking loan because this token represents equity of real estate or of private equity. You should be able to take a loan and to put that in collateral and to use this money to buy other assets. This is also something that we want to share and to give to the community. We have 5,000 users right now in Investa platform. Some are institutional investors, some are retail. Like I say, 100 property. You can invest from $20 in vestacapital.io and from $100,000 in Vesta investment. A lot of demand for tokenization as a service. So, as you know, some developers don't want their own platforms; they just want to raise capital. So we will create this vehicle and this token. We will tokenize, create the smart contract for them. Sometimes we need to create a full company, a SPV, in the company in the country where we tokenize the asset, but also a company offshore. So all this structure, we give a price to the developer, and after we tokenize and we do the fundraising end to end with the developer inside our institutional platform. But also sometimes we sell our white label solution to other companies that want to create their own tokenization platform. What we try to implement with Vara and the DLD, it's a platform for broker. So just the front end that you have as a broker, as you know, in Dubai, you have a lot of real estate agency, and we want to help them also be able to sell fraction and receive automatically a commission when they onboard a client and this client buy a token. So basically, yeah, Vesta just secure not a direct license. It's a partnership. We call that a regulatory hosting license. Our partner is Scintilla Network, one of the first company who get the broker dealer license and exchange license. Broker dealer is like crypto. Exchange license, it's an exchange like Binance, and we need also the issuer license. So we apply with Vara to be able also to issue the token directly with Vara, and this token will represent the title deed. We have two networks, Ethereum for big project and Polygon for small project.
Thanks,
Ronnie,
Ronnie. I think, yeah, thank you.
There's an audience.
Ravi, please go ahead.
There is an audience question for you, Ronnie. So it is Vesta leverages blockchain and tokenization to fractionalize. Vesta leverages blockchain and tokenization to fractionalize real estate? How do you ensure regulatory compliance and security in different jurisdictions? And what are the mechanisms in place to safeguard investors' rights?
Yeah, so very good question. Uh, so when we tokenize property in United States, we tokenize company. So this company will own the asset directly, and what we tokenize is security of this company, regulated by the SEC. The SEC is the regulator in United States. We use Regulation S. Regulation S is the regulations that help us onboard only non-US citizens, and you become the shareholder of the company who owns the asset. For Dubai, it will be a little bit different because the buyer will be owner directly of the title deed, so it's even more secure for investor because they will receive a little document with a QR code that says that they own 1% or 0.1% of the total value of the property. So a real title deed backed by the government and the DLD. In the platform also for big decision, there is, you need to sign an agreement when you purchase a share of the company who own the asset. And for big decision, all the token holder are able to vote. So if we think that it's the right time to sell the property because we receive a outside proposition and it's a good price, so we will submit a vote to everybody. If more than 50% of the voter decide to sell, we will sell. For small decision like replace a fridge or some kind of management decision, Vesta have the power to take this small decision.
Thanks, Ronnie. I think it was very nice. Next in line for the product demo showcase is Mayur Raj Kapoor, CEO Brickit. Mayur, please stick on to 5 minutes demo presentation. Please give us all the briefs. And for the audience, if you have any questions, please write it so that we can ask Mayur after his demo presentation. Thanks, Ronnie.
You might desire to own a luxurious dream home worth crores. But you have a budget constraint, or it may take long to achieve this. No worries, Brickit offers you unending resolutions for owning premium and luxurious properties across the country. Brickit takes a fully furnished property and divides it into 11 equal fractions, and each fraction is termed as brick. Now owning a brick is quite affordable, as it is just available at a fraction of cost. These 11 brick will be registered as SPV, and all 11 proud brick owner will be equal shareholders. Each brick has their unique characteristics, like easy to buy. When it's divided into 11 fractions, it becomes easy for you to invest. Unique usage rights, every brick owner entitled to 30 days a year. High rental yield, so you are also entitled to 30 days of rental earnings through BNB let outs. Easy exchange, you can use your unique 30 days anywhere across the country. Property management. Every property is managed by our Brickit management experts and offer a bouquet of services like housekeeping, 24/7 concierge, and on-demand customized services to provide a unique experience with a touch of luxury. Easy exit or liquidation. Selling a fraction is easy, fast, and hassle-free with the strong network of our proud brick owners. So, becoming a proud brick owner is the best opportunity to build your real estate portfolio. Not only does Brickit fully automate and manage your fractional properties, but also gives you personalized services like no other. You just sit back and enjoy the luxury for a lifetime.
Yeah, Mayur, please go ahead, Mayur. If you would want to discuss and give some insight on your product.
Yeah, thanks, Musafir. My name is Mayur Kapoor. I'm a co-founder of Brickit. As Brickit, I must be most of you must be knowing that we are the pioneer in this space, and we are the one of the largest player in fractional ownership of holiday homes. So our model is little different from what tokenization is. So we more emphasize on it's a consumption first model where we offer fractional ownership of holiday homes and vacation homes. So the problem what we are trying to solve is that what we have seen in India, less than 0.7% people actually own a holiday home. So we found there are three problem statement we are trying to solve. The first problem is the affordability, because in India buying a first home is also a fast dream for most of the people. So buying a second home, holiday home is a quite a far a dream for most of the people in India. So by fractional ownership, we are making it affordable. So more and more people can come in and contribute to this asset class. The second problem is maintaining and managing the property, because your second home is always going to be away from your primary home. So to manage and maintain the property is again require lots of time, effort, and money. So we provide end-to-end property management services. So you just come, enjoy your property, and go back with the memories. The third problem is the underutilization, because nobody gonna use their holiday home for entirely 12 months. They hardly use it for 30 days or max to max 50 to 60 days. So with us, what whenever you don't use the property, we rent out the property on a short-term rental basis, and whatever rental income has been generated will be credited to all the brick owners who have invested in that property. So that is the moreover crux of the product. And as you said, the holiday home, why holiday home as an asset class is basically three fundamental reasons. Number one is the low acquisition cost. So if you compare the property prices in a second home market to the tier one city or metropolitan city, so it is relatively lower. So it is easy to acquire those assets. Number two is high rental yield, because if you buy a property in India in any primary market, the rental yield goes up to 2.5%, maximum up to 3%. Whereas through short-term rental, these holiday home can generate 6 to 8% rental returns, which is almost 3x what you get in a primary home market. The third benefit is the capital appreciation, because in the second home market, like we are present in Kufri, Mukteshwar, all these outbeat locations, the social infrastructure is not so much developed yet. So the possibility of the capital appreciation in long run is higher. And secondly, if you look at the historical holiday home market in India, basically, so over the period of time, these places become primary home market. For example, Goa, let's say now today, if you talk about Goa, so Goa is not a second home market anymore. It's now become a primary home market, because affluent class people from Delhi, NCR, and Mumbai now buying property there and shifting there permanently. So what happens is this, the Goa market property prices have increased significantly in last 3 4 years. So that is our thought process behind starting Bricket, and this is what we are doing currently.
Great, Mayur. Mayur, if people, Ravi, do we have any questions which have been asked? Or I have a question for Mayur.
Yeah, there is a question for Mayur from the audience.
Saying that, Mayur, tell me, I mean, how, have you created a secondary market? People who have already invested into your holiday home through a fractional model, if they have to exit, what is the model? If you can give something, but be little crisp and fast. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, good questions, Musafir. So basically, what happens if you look at our property portfolio? So the strategy we follow, we have got very limited units in all the projects. So once that project gets sold out, the resale window automatically gets open. So currently, what we have seen, if you look at our historical data, if you see, we are able to liquidate the whatever liquidation bricks comes to us, we get it liquidated within 24 hours to 40 hours, because the limited supply. Because the strategy what we follow, we try to acquire units in a different location in a very limited supply. So scarcity always remains there.
Great, Mayur. Thank you. I mean, hope you excel in the product what you have created. Before we move to Bashar Khadar, founder of Deed, I would want to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Vaninath Reddy. Uh, I know Mr. Vaninath Reddy for some time, few years now, but what he has created is something what people should hear from him. So I wouldn't take too much of time. I would like to introduce Mr. Vaninath Reddy. Sir, please go ahead. Stage is yours. Request you to be little crisp, brief, give some insight and correlated to fractional. I know you're not doing that model, but whatever you are doing is correlated to that. So I'll be very happy, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Webb. Thank you firstly for the opportunity. My sincere congratulations and compliments to Ravi for this wonderful platform that he has built. Why I said that, sincere compliments is, it's easy to build anything, and it's easy to build a company. It's easy to build when we have the resource and the intent. But it's very difficult to, bring something out of, emotions or from the heart. When Ravi was introducing about why he has built PropTech Bus, he was mentioning that he has built it with a pure love. That touched me honestly, Ravi, and my compliments to you for that. It's very important for any founder to build something that carry passion with it. My compliments to you and the entire team for what you are doing phenomenal. In the last 1 hour has been a great learning experience for me in terms of what's happening around the world in the fractional real estate market. Though I come from a traditional real estate sector as of now, coming from a healthcare background to what we are trying to build in the last 2 years is I'm trying to build an ecosystem for all the four quadrants of real estate participants, right from builders to the channel partners to the buyers and my shareholders. We are trying to build in a community where we try to enhance each other's in our journey of real estate. I mean, we are technically not a fractional real estate company, but what I heard from all of you this evening is phenomenal. My compliments to each of the founders sitting there in the panel, from across the different parts of India and Dubai and other markets. It's very encouraging to see innovation happening alongside real estate, traditional real estate. It's very encouraging. The reason is, real estate it has been always a big boys game all the while. Even me, before even touching real estate as a career, we always feel it's meant only for those who can afford, who have the big pockets, deeper pockets, to invest or to have it as a second home or a holiday home or anything. Today, people like you all are making it more accessible, more more opportunities being created for those aspiring people who wanted to start their real estate investments, making it as low as $1, $2. It's so encouraging. The technology, one side the technology advancements are happening, the other side there is emerging interest from various sectors to build a model where it is making even more accessible to larger audience. It's something phenomenal, and I was very much happy and delighted when Musavir said that there is something happening, and Ravi pinged me that would like to be here. I'm purely here not as a chief guest. I'm as one of the audience, I can say, rather, because it's a different learning experience for me being in the real estate space. Though we don't practice fractional real estate, it's important for us to understand what our peers are doing around along the side of ours, right? And we are more than happy, and we are more eager and trying to witness how this transforms into a greater regulated environment where it can go all out and make even more accessible to larger audience. Today we are confined in a gray area where neither we are given clear direction, nor we have a clear set of rules, regulations in place, which is kind of a hindrance for the growth of the industry that we are trying to leverage the opportunities around us. So, hoping for the best to come. Not taking much of your time, I'm sure each one of you had to present and make best of this particular opportunity that has been curated by Ravi and team. My sincere compliments and wishes to each of you. When each of us as founders of these companies take regulatory or the governance is not merely for a compliance per se. It is a tool to create that credibility and trust among our peer investors. If we all take it to our heart and deliver it, I think we should be least bothered about the governance or the compliance. With these few words, I wish you all the very best in what you are doing. If you are all traveling to Bangalore, most welcome to visit us. We'll be more than happy to host you. Thank you, Ravi and Musavir, for the opportunity.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Mr.
Yeah.
Musafir, there is an audience question for Mayur since he played his product video. So can we take an audience question to Mayur?
Please.
So it says that you are a leading player in fractional real estate. What adoption patterns are you seeing? Are early users, retail investors, HNIs, or institutions? And since you're offering holiday homes on a timeshare basis, what feedback are you getting from people? How easy it is to sell this proposition, and what customer education efforts are you doing to help them educate about this sector?
Thank you, Ravi, for the question. So basically, see, most of our clients are basically mostly around.
I think we lost Mayur, so
Yes.
maybe you can
We'll continue with the demo show. Once he's back, maybe he can answer this.
Sure.
Yeah, Bashar Khadir, founder CEO DEET, if you can go ahead, showcase your product and give us insight on this. And I'm sure our audience would ask some questions and you can answer them, Bashar. Let's be very crisp and
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Muzaffar, for the introduction, and thanks, Ravi, for the opportunity to be able to sit here among the market leader when it comes to fractionalized and fractionalized real estate, basically. As you saw, probably the video is as crisp as it can get, but basically we're building Deed. Deed is a real estate investment platform where we call it crowdfunding, where we can let investors from anywhere in the world invest from as little as 500 dirhams in a piece of a property in Dubai. So basically, we are similar to what the other leaders were talking about, the tokenization. However, this is the initial model that started actually in the market. And hence we started this model, which is regulated by DFSA, and we're based in the IFC as well. So we have high standard of protection investors from anywhere in the world. So that's the we find and source properties on behalf of the investors, and then we list them for them to invest, and then we manage the property from A to Z with the aim for us to target high return investments in real estates in Dubai. So that's the kind of the model in a nutshell, basically, if that makes sense.
great, Bashar. I mean, Ravi, do we have any questions for Bashar?
So for Bashar, he just finished, so we are still getting questions. Maybe
Okay.
we can continue, and I will look if there are any questions for Bashar.
But I have a question. I mean, where is Dubai market heading, and what do you see the fractional market to be in next 1 decade?
So again, like if you watch closely what the government is trying to do in Dubai, we're ahead of every other government anywhere in the world, where Dubai government is aiming to get to around 6 to 7% of the market share in property investment done through fractionalized real estate investments. So that is a huge commitment from the government to support the investment ecosystem to go that direction, which will allow people, as we said, from anywhere in the world, whether it's the everyday investor, whether it's a housewife, student, college, and anyone can invest in properties that before was not even accessible to everyone.
Great. I think the demo was good. In between, the audience asked some questions. We'll come back to you, Bashar. Let's
Musa,
start with our.
we have
Yeah,
a question.
please.
We have a question for
Please.
Bashar. But Bashar, there's a question: how do you source and vet properties listed on your platform, and what criteria ensure that they are of high quality income generating assets?
Sure. I mean, again, as I said, like our main target is to source high return properties. What we know today is the rental return. This is a known fact for us because all the properties we source has to be either rented or ready to rent. We cannot source properties where they cannot be rented or off plan. So this is a known fact for us where we know the price of the property, we know the cost of running the property, we know the rental income. So it's an easy formula for us. However, what we are also targeting is properties with potential returns when it comes to appreciation and the property increase price in a couple of years. So that's also based on the location, the age of the building, the condition of the building, and the condition and the age of the property itself. So at the moment, that's what we do to source the best properties.
Great. Thanks, Bash. I think the audience, whoever asked this question, would understand what you're trying to. Now, let's open the panel discussion. I mean, the part two of the panel discussion. It would be to everyone, I mean, whoever are present here. What is the value proportion of each of your platform? If I'll have to ask Surya about it, what is the value proportion you have, Surya?
Great. So I think I can put up a couple of maybe 2-3 USPs that we are bringing in. The first and foremost is that anyone can actually trade. I mean, investing in property through fractional ways, obviously a narrative from I think more than a decade now, but solving that last puzzle, which is liquidity, is the biggest concern even for a fractional platforms. That's a hardcore truth. I think that's where Riser come in picture to leverage blockchain and its pools. Second one is insurance attached. So we right now currently partnered with one among the biggest insurance provider, which I'm not able to name it yet at this stage, which can be anyway officially announced soon, is to like in investors, because the property they cannot see, right? It's just like a stock. So what if that stock or a share or even a token that represents basically the ownership of it can be insured on the rental production, which Deed really greatly mentioned. Bashir mentioned that, so that production has to be there, and also the title deed production. Except India, a couple of other countries has the title production insurance, but countries like India don't have that. I think that's one big USP that we're bringing in, so that the investors are confident enough that they're investing in the right property and also keeping their rentals secure. The third one, I discussed about liquidity and the insurance. The most important USP that we are actually currently working on is to provide the lending and borrowing of these tokens. Swapping, trading, all these are good functions, but having an additional ROI on top of these yield backed tokens or asset backed tokens, they can either borrow, they can either lend. So that's the another protocol that we are bringing in. So we use vaults for that. Again, it's in production stage right now, which will be publicly available soon. Yeah, those are the three USPs that we can set up, apart from having regulations and stuff like that.
Okay, Mayur is back now. Oh, we lost him. Is it?
Surya. Now, getting back to Greg, if you can give some insight about your book. Okay,
Mayur is back now. So he had some connection issues, but he's back. Mayur, do you want to?
I mean, we'll go back to Greg. Greg, some quick, crisp insights about your book.
Hi. As I explained at the beginning of the session, the book is about how to level up in fractional real estate. I've tried to, let's say, adopt the both side, the investors side okay, perspective, how to invest in fractional platform, how to choose a platform, what kind of regulation, what kind of different model exists, and also to have an approach from the professional side, the operator side, what kind of professional will operate this kind of platform and why. So there is in my book different, as I explained, I can show there different case studies, mistake to avoid, etc., etc. And I built this book on the way developing my platform, BlockTech platform, which is a software provider for fractional real estate investing. So we are building the technology for real estate professional over the world. It works everywhere in the world. We are regulated everywhere in the world because we pass by the kind of regulation, because we are offering a new model, which is the crowdfunding in royalties model, okay? Because in fractional real estate, okay, this is what I explain in my book, there is different model. There is the tokenization. This is the main subject we spoke during the past few minutes, but there is different other model. There is fractional model in equity, in loans, in royalty, etc., etc. And we can offer any kind of model through our white label offers. We can build a platform for fractional real estate for tokenization based on blockchain, but we can offer a fractional real estate model in equity, in loan, and in royalty. This is the most popular at the moment with us, the royalty model, because you don't need any kind of regulation, no financial regulation, no blah, blah regulation. What you need is only a real estate broker's license to comply with the law of real estate brokers in your country. And then you can just, in few weeks, get a fractional platform and operate. But I will explain you more when I will show you the demo.
Thanks, Greg. Before we move on to the second batch of demo, Gusan, if you can give a value proportion of your platform, please.
Yeah. First of all, Gregory has highlighted very important point where I was planning to talk about it, because there is two different school, honestly speaking, in the market, where fraction ownership is totally different than the tokenization, where it's the same concept in the end of the day, but the whole process mapping is totally different. And as example, if you noticed, Guy, I think Bashar has mentioned some model, and Ronnie from Dubai mentioned another model, if you noticed. Bashar has approval from an authority called DFSA, which is ADFISA, and Ronnie has been approval from something called VARA and RERA. So the totally difference between both of them, just to understand, I'm sorry I didn't answer your question myself, but I need just to clarify this point for the audience actually as well. Fraction ownership, it's a fintech, we can say, as a understanding, is not a proptech, with due respect. However, tokenization is a pure proptech, where we as a ownership of the property, and we are the decision maker of the property, who is renting, who is managing, where is the dividend yield is gone, and how much we are taking decision. We are taking a call, we are taking a decision in the property. However, in the fraction ownership, it's a fintech where you are putting your money to invest in the real estate, but you are not a decision maker in the real estate. And this is very important point to people to understand this, where I'm not saying there is who is better and who is bad. No, it's both of them is better, both of them is good, both of them is bad. I don't care. It depends if you're taking care as a person of the investment. Where if you are a free person and you would love to manage your investment by yourself, then I'm recommending to go to the tokenization. But if in case you are busy man and you just need to diversity of a resource of income, and you are not having, and you don't have any clue about the real estate, you don't understand how it's playing this game, definitely the fraction ownership is the right decision for you. That's why just I need to clarify this point, because it's very important to understand where the SVP meaning that you are not easy to get exit from the investment, where you need like twice in a year, maybe once in a year. It depends of the group of the owners agreed, because you cannot take a decision alone for that decision. However, in the tokenization, it's totally different. You can just buy and sell in the same time, in the same minutes, in the same seconds, even you can do that, because it's, as he said, Ronnie, it's a link to the VARA, which is the Virtual Reality Assets Authority in Dubai, and RERA, which is the regulator of real estate land ownership. This is the only correct version, and I have a lot of discussion about it. Coming back to your question, is with the grace of God, we just under just the final inshallah stages, because we will be the first tokenization platform worldwide to have the secondary market, where the DeFi market, where people they can buy and sell their token. Till today, till this moment, with your respect, I please correct me guys if I'm wrong, till today, anyone who can own a token, he don't have the luxurious or the eligible to resell his token in the market freedomly. But once we are having the exchange, as Gregory he mentioned in the beginning, that people they will be understanding the value of the token, and he can be starting exchanging the ownership of that token with, let's say, with the crypto, with the DeFi normal borrow and selling, with your respect, any kind of transaction. I don't care about the tool, but it will be an open in the market. The good news is, yes, within 2 weeks, less than 1 month, Smart Blocks will be proudly mentioned that we are the first transaction buying and selling tokenization. It will be in our platform.
Great, Gatsan. That was nice. Now let's get back to Mayur. I think Mayur is back, and his connectivity is also good. Mayur, before you answer that question, please give us a value proposition of your platform as well. A little quick, fast, so that we can move on to the next as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Musafir. So I'll put both the things together, because that is our main value proposition also, and that is the thing which helped us in scaling fast in India, basically. Because as you mentioned rightly, that there is a very trust deficit in real estate in India. So the thing what helped us to scale and grow is basically the asset quality, because in India, whether it's tokenization, whether it is fractional ownership, end of the day, people are investing their hard-earned money in a tangible real estate. So they wanted to know more about the assets, that what asset they are putting in money. So with us, the advantage is that all our property listed on in our platform are sourced from the top developers from India, like Tata Housing, Purvankara, Ambuja, Nutia. And to do the discovery of these properties become easier for the client investor, because they can go directly to the builder, they can know the property prices, what is the property prices available in the primary market. So that creates more trust with us. So this will help us, create, a trustworthy environment within the organization. And this is our best value proposition also. If you see our platform, these they are sourced from the top developers. They are the highest quality of the properties and projects, and at the top different destinations of India at the same time at a fair valuation. Because what I have seen with most of the platform, especially in fractional ownership space, they try to speculate the prices. They think the fractional ownership or tokenization is a tool to speculate, but it is not, because end of the day you have to, because it's a new industry, it's a new product category you are creating. So trust is the first thing which we need to establish in the market. For that, we need to take care of the property prices. It should be fair. It should not be speculated. And if everybody look into that aspect as well, it will become more easier to scale and build trust in the market.
So
Great.
Mayur,
Thanks, Mayur.
Mayur, could you answer the other part, which is what are you learning from the customers, because you are interacting with them? You are, I'm sure you are talking to a lot of early adopters. So do you
Right.
see, and how are they, like? Are they anxious? What are you doing to educate them and stuff like that?
I see the major problem in Indian market. What I've seen, that there is a trust deficit in real estate as a overall as an industry, because the thing happens in the past that things were not transparent. project deliveries were delays, stalled projects, especially in the region like Delhi, NCR, and all. So now after RERA, it become easier to educate the client because they can see all the project details from just one click. Go to RERA website, they get all the information data. And secondly, as I said, that with us, because we have listed the property from the top developer, it is easier for the client or prospect to do the price discovery and the project discovery also. Because we have not listed that property is not exclusively listed on our platform, but it is listed on Magic Brick also, it is listed on 99 acres also, it is listed on their builder website also, so they can call directly to the builders and they can get to know about the property. So for us, educating the client becomes easier because the property is sourced from the primary market. So once people get to know that yes, this is the right value proposition, we are selling the property. And second, now what help us is our experience center. We have got more than 50 properties which are up and live in Goa, Mukteshwar, North Goa, Central Goa. So people can go and stay at our property and see what experience we are creating there. I hope this answers your questions, Ravi.
That was not my question. That was one of the audience question, but I wanted. I was also curious about that question. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe somebody from Dubai can answer this. So since Mayur took an Indian perspective, how is the audience behavior in UAE? Is there more acceptance, or is it still new towards audience awareness, user or buyer awareness in the fractional and tokenization space? Can somebody take up that question from UAE perspective?
Yeah, I think I will take the answer. If Gregory, I don't know if you are based in Dubai. We'd love. Okay, we will
No,
share.
I'm not.
We'll share the question.
I'm
Okay,
not, but
we'll
I can
share.
give another perspective outside from Dubai if you want then.
Okay, good. Yes, but because Ravi has asking for the Dubai, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure and aware about the experience 20 years in the real estate market in Dubai and Abu Dhabi as well, and the UAE in general. So thanks, Ravi, for the question. Actually, the question is. People here in UAE, yes, they become more awareness and they understanding the business model, but it's still due to no, let's say, a perfect recipe in this market. It's still its version. This market, even in Dubai government, they keep mentioning they are in the pilot version. Still, they are in the testing period actually. So meaning, with due respect, it could be. Tomorrow they will come out with a decision that they didn't like the concept and they cancel, for example, the whole the concept, for example, because it's still we are not having the right recipe or the best practice. Let's say it's still virgin. People, they are exploring the frauds issues, the loops, the mistakes. It depends of when you build something totally new and it's something for the first time in the world, you need to trial and error. You have to try it and error in order to close these small obstacles, or I mean gaps between any process mapping of each case. But the one which is pretty sure and the best model is for investment in the real estate, where Dubai and UAE, they are treated the real estate is the second big sector for income of the government actually after the oil and gas. And with the tourism in Dubai, only in the city of Dubai. So they really care and they put a lot of pressure and flexibility and support this sector investment in order to take it to another level. And everybody can knows the results, where every year people, they come up with the reports. They are saying UAE is done, Dubai is done. It's a bubble. Tomorrow the market, it will be collapse. And unfortunate, with due respect to these rumors, it's totally other way around. It's every year it shows that more stronger, it become more ideas, more innovative, and it become more exceeding and exceeding bigger achievements in the comparing to the other markets in the real estate. And Dubai will never, and UAE will never stop unless they are really become the leaders of this market, as we see. And I can see definitely after this small beta version based in Abu Dhabi. Now Abu Dhabi government, we are in process to very soon you will hear a new regulation for the tokenization, meaning that the government of Abu Dhabi, they really sponsor this era in the real estate. And the market, yes, it's become now more interested and aware about this. And believe it or not, till now, RERA has been sold 8 units, if I'm not mistaken. Every unit, it's become a new record Guinness in the achievement. Like last and this is funny part. Last unit, it's been around a 2,500 waiting list. Out of 250 has been invested with a minimum of 7,000 dirhams for each investor, and they can invest with the minimum 2,000. But they know there is no space for the competition. They increase their investment in order to get a priority. Trust me, I went myself because there is only one platform now in Dubai in that period, because other platform they didn't get, including my platform, they didn't include the approval, honestly speaking, just to make it very clear, because they are in the beta version with the Propco platform only. And there is a Ripples, which is XRB now platform. It's already second platform approved. But other than this this platform, with your respect, I'm telling you, there is no correct. There is not. It's not true. There is an approval for any other than the two. But this doesn't mean that I cannot carry the business and as a SVP, which is the IFC, the other fraction ownership, which is we call it fraction ownership, which is the same concept with a different understanding. So coming back to the question, people, I just get registered in the Propco in order to invest in the second unit. Within 50 seconds, I didn't get the chance to invest. I didn't get a chance to have an ownership. And I already put my money in the wallet and I was ready just to take the decision. But unfortunately, we are 2,500. In the same second, everybody has been taking his ownership. And this is it will open a new era, yani. And I believe everybody has to change to this model, because the market is hungry, and I think no one platform can cover the market share. It will be very huge, and I think the cake, it will be fit for all of us. That's why I don't like to say I'm with the competitors. No, I'm with the competitors. We are compete each other how to take it to another level, this kind of business, with your respect. Sorry if I take so long to translate this one.
Thank you, Ghassan.
No,
Now
that's
that
fine.
you have spoken, I will play your product demo. All right.
Real estate crowdfunding is considered illiquid, so to increase liquidity, tech-savvy entrepreneurs introduce asset tokenization, or property tokenization and crowdfunding. Property tokenization is a great way to attract crypto investors who are always looking at interesting ways to diversify their portfolio. In combination with crowdfunding, crypto investments can become a powerful tool to finance real estate projects of different caliber. For example, is a tokenized real estate investment platform which focuses on retail investors who can start with only $50. Investment property deals range from 100,000 to over 300,000 US dollars and offer returns at 15 to 23% IRR. An interesting feature is that the funding amount is presented in the form of tokens that are available for purchase, but if you click on the offering, you'll see the actual dollar amount behind the tokens. Investing in tokenized real estate is only getting its momentum, but how does it technically work? It describes the tokenization process as the method of converting rights to an asset into an ERC20 digital token. But how does it work? First, a digital copy of the asset is created, then the large asset is divided into smaller tokens. The tokens are sold to investors, and the liquidity for the asset is created through the blockchain network. In the case of the Lee platform, investors get paid in a USDC stablecoin. Now, how can existing or new crowdfunding platforms leverage the tokenization capabilities? You would need a solution to create, issue, and manage digital securities on the blockchain. There are many providers on the market who can help with investment software, and Polymask is a security token provider on the Ethereum blockchain. We'll build an integration to help businesses launch crowdfunding portals and investment marketplaces powered by blockchain.
How you list properties on smart blocks, and you're very knowledgeable about this. So can you walk people through how you list a property on smart blocks? The first step I'll just say is you go to smartblocks.xyz and you go to list your property. There's a link on there and else, but you're basically looking for list your property. Then you fill out a form, and then our team's notified. And what happens after that? Yes,
then we will list it in your behalf. and you will get a notification on the clock, to be honest, either by email or either notification in the website. However, we're testing the journey, and after that, based to the user experience, we will reach very soon to upload your details and your property in our list, either the same way for the developer, and you will be getting the verifying and approval second step.
Question, this is perfectly up your alley. What future developments can we expect from smart blocks?
Our limit is the sky, Mike, because I believe with the add value we are trying to do in the communities and everywhere, actually, this is the good part, is it? Because we are not related to any nationality, we are not related to any color code, we are not related to any, let's say, religions. We care about the humanities. Whether you are Indian, whether you are US, you are an Arab, you are in Africa, you are in Europe, it's mean you have the rights to get a different resource of income and to scale your income in your life. You deserve a better lifestyle, actually. And this is our main core business in our website. So that's why when I said our dream is big, we will reach to have our own projects, fully projects handled and developed and controlled by the smart blocks in order to ensure to keep that segmentation is democratized and everybody has the rights to have a small piece of, let's say, ownership.
Yep. This is the developer portal you're looking at. We've got two. One's the investor, which is very, very sexy, and one is the developer portal, which you're looking at right now. So the developer portal is not as sexy, but it's very easy to use. It is your CRM for managing each of your projects in the fundraising process, or if you already own the real estate, and looking at who owns your property, your investor, at all in one glance, and the cap table is updated automatically. And if you own multiple properties, it would all be shown here in the dashboard. As I said, the cap table is constantly updated, even if it's sold in the secondary markets. So how can we do that? But because it's on the blockchain, and because every wallet that buys a security token has to have been through a KYC, AML, you know who they are. And so you can communicate with them. You can ask them to be involved in your next deal. I mean, these are people from all over the world that you never would have reached before. And of course, the chat, you can chat with your investors, you can chat with prospective investors. All of that's handled here on our platform for you, just the developer. Okay, the investor is seeing their own version of this on the investor portal. You're seeing it here in the developer portal. And the dividends are paid automatically. Like I said, you fund a wallet, and then any token holder, we will distribute it based on what they own percentage-wise to them automatically. This is a fund and forget type situation. We're just wiring it to their accounts if they paid with cash or fiat, as I call it, or sending them back usually a stable coin if they paid with any form of crypto. Just an example of what the messages look like, just a standard chat type interface, but it's pretty powerful because in an instant you can communicate with everybody, keep them informed of the project or what's going on. We also have polls and voting. If you want to give voters rights, if you want to democratize your property entirely, you can do that. Not many people do, but you can. You can create that type of situation, or you can hear from different investors on what they would do, or it's just an easier way of communicating with investors. And all this is saved to the platform. So if anything were to happen in the future, you can always bring this up as your Carfax record, right? I got to come up with a fancy name for this, but a real estate record, because it's all stored on our platform and eventually on the.
Yeah, I think it's a bit long, but it's actually 5 minutes exactly, 5 and something like this. So sorry for the interruption. Yes. Any questions? I think somebody, I found Digolas. Maybe he asked me, hi Ghassan, thanks for the clarity for the fraction ownership model in Dubai. What is the investor getting, and ownership or a revenue share? Both, my friend. The good part is with the tokenization is both you can be eligible to have a resale token, which is the ownership. Anytime you can just take the decision, either if you are an emergency case, for example, you're looking for getting out even if losing, so you can also decide to release your token and to resell it secondary market. Even our platform, we are offering you not losing more than 30% from the total value of the token in case a worst case scenario for you, because as you know, in the normal real estate, if you didn't complete ownership or you didn't complete the payments terms, it will be gone, your money 100%. There is no refund, there is no guarantee. But if in our platform, even we are willing to buy it back your token with the less than 30% from the main amount you have buy that token. But definitely with the demand and supply nowadays, and this is the good sales, if you are providing a good demand and supply, tokens prices, it will be keeping increasing. It depends of the demand and how come the appreciation ROI is generating of that unit. So you can get from the annual return of investment, I mean the dividend yield, and you can get trading of spread trading from that tokenization ownership. And by the way, you can even take a loan based on that ownership also on the token. You can get a loan as a mortgage loan from that ownership as well. It's already eligible here in Dubai as well. Any question? What's happened? Everybody left. Everybody leave.
Hi, Gasan. Thank you so much. We have an audience question, and this comes from Dheeraj, and Dheeraj is one of the prominent VCs from India, Earth Fund, and they have come up with a fund. So I have posted this question for the benefit of all the participants here, and it says we are a PropTech fund. So fractional is a critical part of our thesis. However, not seeing the residential ones scale in India, primarily due to regulatory constraints and issues around SM REIT regulations by SEBI. Also, the ownership complications and regional land authority aspects. Keen to know how folks are solving it. Is there somebody who would want to take this up? Yeah, Surya, please.
Yes, yeah, Dheeraj, that's an amazing question. Definitely, this is a question that's also sits on top of table at SEBI last July. We're all there, all the fractional platforms and the tokenization platform players and the CEOs with SEBI, and this is a really big question that sets with the standard. So, as you rightly mentioned, SEBI tried to push towards SM REITs, which is definitely it's just like a child version of a REIT that we've been seeing that from past 10 years. Unfortunately, fortunately, REITs were not picked up comparatively like mutual funds and others, or even InvITs, in fact. So they're trying to push forward this one. Right now, SEBI don't have any clarity at this stage. They're just currently waiting for the regulations from IFSA. If you are aware of, IFSA is like a free zone in Dubai. There are a lot of free zones in Dubai. So IFSA Gift City is only free zone in India right now. So they've already released a consultation paper on top of that. It's available in online, and we are all expecting that first draft to be released soon. But at the same time, they were also kind of expecting some sort of momentum from correlative platforms like us, just to see a good amount of what do you call user interactions, good amount of adoption, right? If they don't find a real adoption, that the people really don't care, just like what happened with the REITs. Most people really don't know REITs ever existed in India, right? And it doesn't make sense for them to spend good amount of time to actually come up with regulations. So it's like a chicken and egg issue. They expect a growth and we expect a regulation. So the fun part, we always have to thrive for the best, and with the interest of protecting investors, and the space has to thrive. And then definitely regulators job is to prepare regulations, not to control us or not to control platforms, right? It's basically kind of a trust layer that adds more value to platforms like us, right? So I think we have to look into that space. Funds like you definitely can look into fractional investments at this stage in India through PPO, if you are aware of private placement offer through LLC or private limited structures. That's open, and it's a clear structure existed, and they've not put up any clause. But definitely, who's having more than 50 CR worth of inventory would like to apply for SM REITs. It's again not mandated, but happy to apply for it. That's the purpose of SM REITs. Funds like you too can look into SM REITs. Currently, it's just I think one player applied so far. they're in the industry now, and in next 1 or 2 years you can see like more than 10 to 12 players straight away in SM REITs, no question at all, because people love investing in real estate through regulated instruments, right? And at this moment you can explore through PPOs. Yeah, that's my answer.
Thank you so much, Surya. We will go to the next product demo. So we are left with Greg. So we will play Greg's product video, and then we are also left with Riser, or maybe we'll go with Riser since it is in context with Surya's answer. Okay, so let me play Riser.
Hi, I'm Srikanth, representing Riser. Riser is an investment platform where investors can buy the real world assets. So what basically Riser do is, Riser will take the real world assets and fractionalize the ownership of the real world assets and sell it to the investors. So we will be tokenizing the real estate, bonds, and also the private equity. As of now, we'll be tokenizing only the real estate. So as you can see on my screen, like this is a dashboard for the user. So I already logged in and also did done with my KYC. So these are the assets which are tokenized on our platform. You can see these are all the assets, and these are the commercial real estates, the holiday homes, and also residential land parcel. And also, if you want to, you can directly search the assets here, like XTC. You can directly search the asset here, and we also have the filters, like all the assets, and also you can filter the assets based on the high return, low return, newest, and most popular one. Okay, so on the assets page, like if you see, like each asset has the location information and also the expected yield. This is the rental yield from this particular asset, and also the IRR, which will be the complete compounded annual return the investor is going to get, and also the total asset value. And you can see these are invested, this is the amount of investors invested till now, and these are the total number of tokens left for the investors to invest in. So let's click on the view details. So these are here you can see the complete details of the asset, starting from the photos and videos of the asset to the tenant details. So I'll walk you through one by one. So these are total fund. Like here you can see the number of investors which already invested. Like we have 3 investors, and also the rating which the existing investors already given. And this asset is giving the gross rental yield of 6.73% and the net rental yield of 6.59%. This is the annual yield, and also this is the IRR, which is the compounded annual return which the investor is going to get. And this is the MYC, which is like for every dollar the investor can get can expect 1.9x in the next 5 years. So these are the complete details. Like you can see this is a tower, same thing, whatever you seen previously, you will be seeing here. Here you can have the cost breakup of the asset. So this is the total value of the asset, which includes the property price, registration, legal fee, brokerage charges. So the asset which a investor is going to buy includes all the registration and stamp duty fee as well. And here the tenant information. So we will be tokenizing only the assets which give the guaranteed rental income, so which has the existing tenants. So these are tenant information, the tenant, how much space the tenant has already occupied, the rent per square feet. So this property has no vacancy as of now, and this is a gross rent. So, and this is a rental income which the property is generating, and this is a tenant information. So once the investors go through all the details, like we can have the overview also, like what are the features, amenities, and everything. And also once it is done, like this is the documents of the property and the FAQs of the application. So this is a monthly and yearly. This is the these are the amounts, not the percentages, and it depends on the number of tokens the investor is going to purchase. And you can see the ownership as well. The ownership also keeps changing, and also you can see the cost breakup of this amount, which also includes the stamp duty, platform fee, everything. So once it is done, he can invest in the property, and this is a property manager of the property. He can invest through fiat, like these are the payment gateways, and also the user can invest through the crypto as well. We'll be launching our Riser token in future, but for now the investor can invest through these stable coins. And the same information which you have seen earlier, like it will be available here as well. And there's an option called insurance. So if the investor wants the guaranteed rental income, so he can choose the insurance. So once he chooses the insurance, the investor, the rental income will be get guaranteed. So irrespective of whether we have tenant or not, he is going to get the rental income. And any queries about the property, he can consult the asset manager. Like we have a phone number and the WhatsApp number as well. So, and we can see the profile details. Like this is my basic details, and also my wallet. This is a wallet which I'm owning. Like for now, I don't have any crypto present in my wallet. And these are my orders. These are order details. So once the investment is done, like the user can log out.
Thanks, Surya. There is an audience question for you, Surya. And it says Riser targets a projected ROI up to 18 to 20% through rental income and appreciation. How do you, what assumptions drive these projections, and how does Riser manage operational risk like asset valuation, tenant default, and stuff like that?
Perfect. So first one, I think this question splits into two questions. One is how to what's the method behind calculating the rental yields and the appreciation of the period of time. So rental yield always comes with tenant agreements, as we all aware. Minimum we pick up 3 to 5 years of rent in a long-term tenancies like co-work space and office spaces. That's one. And the second one, obviously, these rental agreements has also have something called a security deposit for like 6 months and all that. So there is a security that is paid by the tenant. So there is a guarantee that the rent has to be paid by the tenant over the period of time. If he wants to vacate, he can just inform the property management team before 6 months or 3 months, right? So as part of rental agreement. So second one is appreciation. So appreciation is a tricky part. So this always comes with the quarterly or 6 months once evaluation reports by, like example, in India we have IPCs like JLL and CBRE. So they are the prominent valuation partners. In general, right now, as per SEBI, it's mentioned 1 year, but at least 1 year you have to have a valuation report. But we are considering at least 6 months once to see if the valuation is actually correct or not, right? So right now the valuation rates are also reduced. So having the right partner for the valuation determines the right appreciation. Because point number one, we're not picking properties somewhere randomly outside of somewhere else, right? So we're picking up properties at the micro market, the market that actually has the a great potential of appreciation and also a great demand. So it's very difficult to, that's why you see it's very difficult to bring a lot of properties at once. It's not like a New York exchange where we bring a lot of properties. It's because every property has its own hurdles and these things. So valuation defined by the third party provider. So if you see in the breakup, there is a clearly a percentage of allocated for valuation companies and legal due diligence teams and stuff like that. So that's how we evaluate and come up with the IRR values. The second question, Ravi, you discussed about.
Yeah, the second question was how does Riser manage operational risks like asset valuation and tenant defaults?
Perfect. So I think this is very wonderful question. I don't know exactly who asked. This is exactly what I've been fighting for. See, consider this: a platform as a platform. Okay, a platform should not become a property management company. I still don't understand how can they look into the scalability of a platform if they become a property management company. Okay, you cannot expect a Airbnb can manage properties, right? That's not good. So that, I think there are players in India who already failed, and we have a proofs that we actually use SLAs, which is service level agreements, by picking the right property management company, right? By having the right scrutiny and the due diligence. I think that gives a power to the all the token holders or the fractional whatever. So token holder through the voting rights, and that's the, I think Goshen clearly differentiated, right? So if you own a token, you also get a ownership right. So which means you got a right to vote, either to change property manager, like, or change the tenant, right? So that gives the power to the investor. It's not for us. A platform should not become a property management company. You have to use service level agreements by picking the right partners. So we do that. That's how we look for the scalability for different continents rather than become just a local player.
Thank you so much, Surya. I would now play our last demo video of Clara West. Unfortunately, Clara West also could not make it on time, but we will play the demo video.
Here's a quick guide on how to invest fractionally with Clara West in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Head to claravest.com, log in and explore hand-picked real estate opportunities across India. Step 2. Found something you like? Click Learn More and chat with our investment manager to clarify all your questions. Step 3. Complete your KYC, sign the expression of interest and reserve your spot with a small token amount. Step 4. Once the property is fully funded, sign the ownership agreement and complete your investment. Step 5. Now sit back and enjoy passive rental income while we handle the maintenance, payouts, and update. Real estate investing just got easier. Start today at claravest.com.
All right. So I have a question here. So on behalf of the audience who are still new into this industry, after a point of time, I think this question was already asked on the AMA. After a point of time, when there will be a plethora of players in this, especially this industry is booming, what will be the competitive differentiation between these players? Will it be trust? Will it be asset types, say rental yields? Can there be any loyalty towards a platform, or it will be purely based on which platform offers the best ROI and stuff like that? How does one pick the best amongst all the existing players? So maybe Mayur, I would like you to take that up, and we'll take chances so that everybody gets a fair chance to answer this.
So Ravi, as I mentioned earlier also, see the fundamentally whether it is token or whether it is fractional ownership, fundamentally there is an asset where people are putting in their money. So it always and always should be dependent on the asset type. See, it's a real estate is a big industry. It's if we talk about India only, it's about to become $1 trillion industry soon. So there is enough shares for the multiple platforms. If we talk about Indian global market, UAE, and the other Middle Eastern market, the real estate is a very huge industry. The only differentiator what I see, what people likely to opt for is the asset. Somebody is interested in commercial real estate. Somebody would like to have a holiday home. Somebody would like to have a co-living spaces. Somebody would like to invest in co-living spaces. So it depends upon the asset type, the quality of the asset, and the fundamentals like who is the builder, what is the track record, what is the like. For us, it is utility first, like consumption first model. We don't emphasize on ROI very much. We emphasize on the usage and the capital appreciation. We don't emphasize on the rental return alone. Right. So it depends what a customer is, what is their financial goal. They are looking for a passive income. If somebody asks us, come to us and say, why don't you offer assured rental? What is the assured rental I'm gonna get? So we simply say no to those clients that this is, if you're looking for a assured rental, we are not the right platform. For assured rental, you can go to other commercial real estate platform where you can, invest and have 6-7% net yield if that is your purpose. We are a residential real estate platform, holiday home platform, and the basic fundamental one, you are using your property 30 days every year. It's a community driven platform. So by owning one property, you can use all the Bricket community property. That is the one advantage. Second, as you are investing your hard earned money in a residential real estate, so the capital appreciation residential rate is known for capital appreciation. So if you invest for at least 5 to 7 years, you can easily expect 2 to 2.5x returns on your invested amount.
Got it. So Mayur, is there no opportunity for brand building here or for a platform? Because if it is just the properties, then people will be moving from one platform to other to look at the best asset, no, in terms of ROI and
But
stuff.
certainly, see, in real estate, if you talk about a property also, so people are inclined towards brands only, like DLF, Prestige, Godrej. Same will happen to these platforms also. Gradually, everybody create their own marketplace, their own market, own client base, trust and difference. 30% sales for us come from references. So
Got it.
gradually it will become, some platform will lead this through trust and, past delivery and experiences. Because real estate is a very, very, at time it's a large industry. It is very complex also because it requires lots of supply chain
Got
to
it.
construct a building or to deliver a project. There is a lot of supply chain involved in it, from contractor to cement to, so it's a very complex industry. So to unlock all each and everything for a platform, it is not easy in a long run. But however, who sustain with good quality asset, maintain good quality track record, timely delivery, promise whatever they are promised are delivering, they will become major player, and the other player can, be on a smaller scale. They can drive a particular micro market, or a regional player kind of a place they can take.
Greg, do you want to answer also on how is there an opportunity for brand building here for differentiation?
Yes, but I want just to ask you something. Are you planning to show my product demo also? Because
Yes,
we
I
are
will show
waiting
you
for
product
this,
demo.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So let's play your product demo first, and then we take your. You can answer this.
Welcome everyone to our demo session. We are a software provider for fractional real estate investing, and we're going to show you our product. This is the back office where you're going to control the entire operation. So this is the dashboard where you can see all the metrics. You can have an eye on everything, the client, the transaction, the properties, and the marketplace. You have the main numbers. You control from here the settings, the financial settings from where you're going to control your commissions, the crowdfunding campaign. Here are settings where you can control the crowdfunding numbers, the marketplace, secondary market. We are delivering a secondary market on our platform. It's including where you can control the different metrics, restriction of property, restriction of clients, and other metrics of maximum, minimum pricing. This is for risk management purpose. So let me show you the client environment now. Here we are. This is a client environment from where you can see the dashboard. You can see the recent opportunity here. You can see the numbers, the metrics. Here you have your wallet with your balance. You can add funds on your balance, and you can choose the payment method, credit card, bank transfer, and we can integrate you a different payment method, crypto payments. Or from here, you can just buy the blocks and click here, buy. And that's it. You bought 10 blocks from this amazing penthouse. Here we are. You bought it. Now you're going to get the rental income from this amazing property. Just back in the back office, we're going to select this Villa Lutetia, go to the revenue section, select the period of the revenue monthly, this is the rental income we have collected, and we're going to put rental income for August 2025. Distribution date, we're going to make it today, and save. It will be processing to all the blocks owners that own blocks in that specific property. You have the property update functionality. This is the property value, 7 million, and we're going to update the price because now the market grew and the property price is 7.5 million. This is the initial block price, and it will go to 6,200. We just save, and magic, it will increase the price for everyone. Here in the client environment side, I go to my properties and I'm going to check, and I can see that block performance grew 25%, 6,200. This is how fractional real estate works. If you want more information, contact us. We can enter much more deeper functionalities.
Excellent. Thank you for the offer for PropTech Buzz members.
Welcome. So yes, so we build a platform that offer fractional real estate investing in a model, crowdfunding in royalty model. Just to make clear, okay, I will just explain in few words what it is. In crowdfunding, you have different model. You have charity model, donation. You have rewards. You have equity model, loans model, etc., and you have the royalty model. Okay. For charity model, donation, or for rewards, you don't need regulation. For loans and equity, you need a financial regulation because it's considered as a financial product. But for the royalty model, you don't need financial regulation. What you need is to comply with real estate broker law. Means that you need a real estate broker license to operate one of our platform. Okay, and basically it's very easy. We sold a package of white label, a full website connected to our system. The broker can just put his listing, his property for sale inside the system, raise 1 million euro, define the initial price for one block, for one fraction, 10 euro, 10,000 euro, 350 euro, whatever you decide. It will issue a number of fraction, number of blocks. Okay. And then he launch it. People come to the website, they register, they pass a small compliance and KYC, and they get access to the offer, and they can buy 1 blocks, 10 blocks, 1,000 blocks. Okay, they're going to complete the crowdfunding campaign, buy the property, rent the property, collect the rental income, put the rental income through the system, and the system will redistribute the rental income to everyone. Okay, and what's going to happen is that there is a secondary market, there is a marketplace where the investors, they are not locked inside the system, and they can resell their fractions at any time, okay, at the current real estate market, because the broker will own the property through his company. And as you know, each year you do what we call the financial statements, and you need to define every year the value of your asset inside your company. So after 3 years, the company, the property you bought 1 million, after 3 years, your accountant will ask you what is the valuation today of this asset inside your company. You're going to state officially in your accounting 1.2 million. You're going to update the price in the system from 1 million to 1.2 million, and automatically all the blocks that belong to that property will grow from 20%. And that way, on the marketplace, all the investors that own those blocks, they can resell it with a capital appreciation above the rental income they have collected.
Thanks, Greg. I know we have run out of time. We have our chief guest. I will have a last word from him, and I will end with one last question, which is about the future. How do you see this entire ecosystem evolving in the two regions? Okay, so just allow me 5 more minutes. I know it is pretty late, but let's have Mr. Wynard sir have the last word, because he said that he came here as an audience, as a student, to understand this sector from different founders. So what did you learn, and what is your perspective, Mr. Vaninath?
Yeah, fantastic, Ravi. Firstly, when I got the invite, I was thinking it is one of such one more Google Meet that we will be part of. It is so indulging. The entire conversation I was hearing through almost 2 hours of time. Each share has been a great learning experience for me, and I'm sure you have a long way to go. And while the founders are busy building opportunities for end users and build their companies, and I'm sure you are doing your bit to make that accessible to the whole world. It's an amazing thing that you are doing. It's not easy for each one of us to do everything by ourselves. The collaboration is the key, and you are truly doing that. It is, unlike us, it's easy for you also to start yet another platform and run it so passionately that you are building in this PropTech buzz, right? Instead, you took a way of uniting such leaders across the globe and showcasing their opportunities to the world. It's something phenomenal. That's what I got connected so well, and I'm hearing why you are building what they'll say, right? Truly
so
resonate with it, and I wish you all the very best to each of the participants, and wish to see real estate becoming more accessible, with more regulated markets in place where it instills a lot of confidence among the investors. Wishing you all the best, and hope to see you again all. Thank you, Musavir, again for this.
Thank you, Mr. Vaninath. And as I said, let's end this with a futuristic view on how things are evolving, and how do you see this entire fractional real estate in the next 3 years at least, if not longer, right? So maybe we can take turns and answer this. We can start with Surya, and then Ghassan, Mayur, and then Greg, and then Musafir himself also can give his perspective. Yeah, Surya.
Yeah, a quick one, man. I mean, see, I think we spent good amount of time, and definitely, as I said, the future is definitely bright in terms of bringing traditional assets into or converting into financial instruments, right? That's basically a core part of a tokenization, fractionalization, anything, just converting X to Y systems, right? So that we've seen that same thing for bonds, funds, and equities, debts, and all that, and we're now witnessing the same thing for the best asset class, which is there in our hands, which is real estate. And I think it took long time, but we arrived at the right time, and thanks to regulatory bodies like WARA and Dubai Land Department, IFSCA, or any other other regulatories who's been working on this space. I personally connected a lot of regulatories myself, traveled a lot, right from Hong Kong to Singapore to Dubai and even Qatar. So the good thing is they're very much interested to hear our stories. They're very much interested to understand what we're bringing it to the table, right? It's not that they're like, hey, you know what, I'm a regulator, I'll stop you. No, they're really inviting us, and they're expecting that innovation to be there. And I can see 100x faster decisions than what it was happened last 10 years back. And the best example is DLD, right? So to conclude, we are really pushed towards achieving this, bringing assets to everyone's hands and just remove the borders so that anyone can invest anywhere through the right KYCs, AMLs, and right platforms, and have a ownership. And that's what I can say.
Thank you so much, Surya. Mayur, how do you see the future evolving in the next 3 to 5 years?
So Ravi, as we have experienced in last 5 years, now people are getting inclined towards fractional investment majorly because of the cost of ownership is becoming more expensive and expensive day by day. So there is a requirement for a tool where people can diversify, because real estate is the only asset class which is stable, at least if not growing as fast as other asset class, but stable. So there are two rules of investing. Number one, never lose your money, and number two, never forget rule number one. So in real estate, the major crux is investing, whether it's fractional, whether it's tokenization, that your hard-earned money, your capital is 100% safe. What is make it more lucrative to invest for a longer term, and we see exponential growth in coming next 3 to 5 years through fractional real estate in India and as well other parts of the world.
Thank you so much, Mayur. Can we have Ghassan also to give your perspective on where do you see the future heading in the next 3 to 5 years?
Rabi is very clear. It depends of each country and their regulation. Based on my experience here in Dubai, once the government, they are saying in 2030 they need like 6-7% of the whole real estate tokenized already in the market. So I can see it's another transformation step in the real estate, and definitely it will be a very important pillar for a resource of income for any individual they're looking for excel their lifestyle. So yeah, I can see the future is fraction ownership, the future is tokenization, the future is the investment in the real estate in particular, because real estate every year and every decades is still confirming that they are the best platform to invest your money on. It's always they say it's a good boy, it's your good boy, or it can sick, it cannot be die. Because your money, it's always been there is a solution, and there is and the problem was challenging is to liquidate and to have the demand on your property to be resold. Now I think with the liquidation of tokenization and fraction ownership, I think it will be more easier and easier to have a new investor in the market for the first time ever in real estate.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ghassan. And then Greg, where do you see the evolution happening?
So short term, for me, the evolution will go to the fractional real estate crowdfunding with this different model, equity, loan, or royalty. Because as Ghassan explained, it will depend on jurisdictions, on governments. So Dubai is a pilot. It's good. They are making it very well, but we need to make proof on that market. And how to make proof on that market? Let's boom the fractional ownership, and then everyone want to own a fractional ownership. And as I can see now on the comments, Douglas asked me a question about blockchain regulatory compliance. And yes, our model, okay, blockchain is a technology. So our model is not based on blockchain technology, okay, but we can easily adapt it on the blockchain technology, because the modelization, okay, we built is done for blockchain technology and for tokenization. So for the future, okay, my vision is first fractionals, and then when fractional will be stable on the market, we can go to the second step from the government that will accept to tokenize. So everyone go to blockchain and tokenization, okay? But at the end, okay, the winners will be those who keep it simple.
Thank you so much, Greg. Musafir, do you want to go next on what is your perspective for the coming years on how this
Thanks,
will?
Ravi. Sorry, I'm off video. But yeah, I mean, future is blockchain. Tech giants and leaders like Nandan Nilankani only speaking about tokenization says future is all about tokenization. Speaks lot, length and volume, breadth. People, very senior guys speaking about it. So I think it's just a stepping stone. So we have a long future in terms of fractionalizing blockchain. I would like to, thank Surya, Mayur, Ghassan, Greg, who are doing a fantastic job. They have already taken a leap there in terms of building something which is futuristic and which will add value, especially for the younger generation, because asset class was something was not affordable to the younger generation. Now with tokenization, I think that becomes affordable. And Ravi, I would like to thank PropTech, whatever you are creating, because until unless platforms like this don't exist, it's very difficult for people to realize, communicate, bring such stories in front, connect the community, building that ecosystem. I mean, all thanks to you. And I'm sure PropTech Buzz is going to create a massive impact in the global market, not just 3-4 territories. I'm sure you're doing a fantastic job. I like the kind of depth knowledge you are putting in your effort behind building this. That's it, Ravi, nothing else. Thank you for the opportunity. Sorry, in between I had missed. I think there was some technical glitch due to which I couldn't. Otherwise, thank you. Thanks to everyone. Thanks, Ravi.
Thank you, Musafir, and thanks to all the participants. I know a couple of participants left because it stretched too far, but we have gotten some amazing content and knowledge that we will be restructuring, repackaging, and using it to generate more awareness in the industry. So please feel free to share the portal with your audience, because many times you go and sell to your customers, they will find it really anxious. It's anxiety inducing to buy or talk to one portal, because their platform will sell their platform, right? So it is better to bring them onto this platform, which is more neutral, so that they can ask questions and everybody can and possibly answer these questions and convert them into potential customers. So
Thank you, Ravi. Honestly speaking, I don't want just to make it more drama as appreciating of what you are doing. Honestly speaking, as bringing us all together, it's my pleasure to every time I'm participating, I'm getting really worldwide relationship like Mr. Mayur, Mr. Gregory, Surya, and Mr. Masif. And the people who left already. It's my pleasure. As we said, we are not competing or competitors. We are collaborate and to help each other to take this scale and to be the knowledge back end for the awareness and people really to find a platform to understand what they need to understand at the real estate. I think in my experience, 20 years in the real estate, I never have a referral for me to go back. And even I start using it, Ravi, honestly speaking to you, your platform, it become like a back end knowledge for me to go back to your platform in order to find the right answer in the real estate. I really appreciate your work.
We are not done yet, because we have a chat room for fractional real estate, which will be only for founders. Okay, so we have please install the app. In the next week, we will have these chat rooms where all the founders and CEOs and from fractional real estate will be part of the chat room. It will be a private room, and you will get notification. It will be just like WhatsApp, but it will be verified profiles. Okay, unlike WhatsApp, it will be verified profiles. We are doing an upgrade, so that will be massive value to all of you as well. Okay,
100%.
with that,
thank you.
With that, thank you again for your time, and it was a pleasure hosting you all.
Thank you. See you, Greg.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.